Yes, it is, as it is here. Welcome to the gold medal match here at the beautiful UPEI turf field here in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Are we all good on the mic checks? Beautiful, good. We're all set here. Hope you guys are ready at home here on this Monday, what it is now in the Atlantic time afternoon, but all you guys watching at home, it's probably still morning. So good morning still to you guys tuning in at home watching this game as we're seeing the gold medal match in the men's under 18 club championships here. It is Alberta. They're in the black and green, represented by the Calgary Foothills. They've had a great road coming into this tournament. Let you know about it just a bit, going against Quebec's CS Longueuil, just aside of Montreal. They're in the red and white. More kind of like pinkish style, but I like it as play starts out with a deep ball over into the left corner. It's starting it out quickly for Boussaran. He's over on the far corner, trying to see if he can get across and expect a very fast-paced, physical game between these two teams here. And this is Martin Ohms here giving you the play-by-play for this game. Of course, you can always send over your tweets at those two Twitter handles at the bottom of your screen. Love to hear you guys, who you're cheering for, where you're cheering from on this morning for you guys. Quebec coming in with an undefeated 4 wins record and to make it to the finals, where Alberta 3 wins and a draw against Ontario. So both very clean records as Quebec is able to get an early corner kick. So really don't know how this game's going to end up, but it's going to be a very tight one and a very exciting one for all you guys watching at home, as Billings did a good job able to win that corner kick in the side. Very nice day, probably the nicest day of the tournament so far. First time I don't have to wear the winter coat. Very little wind, so it's going to be all played out on the field as we have a near post going, and that will hit the side of the net. And it's Jordan Casey in goal once again for Alberta. We saw Bourlet got injured during one of the games in the tournament. I think it was against the PEI game. He got injured and injured his shoulder, hasn't been able to return, it seems like. So it'll be the backup Casey in goal for Alberta. Hopefully he'll be able to pull it out. He's done well since filling in. And now we're seeing that burst of speed from Mendoza. He gets called for the foul. Mendoza right now, as one of the interesting ones, the only player on their profile sheet not to put their favorite team as a soccer team, put the Toronto Raptors down. So it's just a little interesting thing I noticed from Mendoza. Very quick, fast player. Not afraid to get physical, though, and he'll be definitely one of the strikers to watch out as well. On the other side, the man with the many goals, that'll be Georges Lajour and Billings up top. 2 players to definitely keep an eye on, as Gascon will hit it down the field. Pomfret is back, and he'll play it all the way back for Casey. So Quebec will probably try to pick up the pace, and Alberta really likes to slow the pace down and pass it around, look for options, as Casey's going to play a ball, trying to find where Bicky on the side can't do so, as Gascon will hit it. Ball over to the side is DeSantis. He's trying to play it up. Little header there. Racinos, he's trying to get to it. And now it falls all the way back. And it'll go to the captain for this Quebec team. That's Rose. Good battle on the far left side of the field. There is battling as Philo. And Philo will get called for the foul. And Quebec will take this one quickly. Trying to find Lejeune in the box. They can't do so. And now trying to get it away, though, is number 12. That's Pauletto. Good ball into the box. There's Lajour. And coming out of his net is Casey. Lajour, 6 goals already this tournament. Definitely the player you do not want to let free there. And Casey did a good job coming out of his goal. And looks like we have an injured Albertan player, and it's going to be a free kick as no advantage is called. And going down there was Rendell. He collided with Billings there. Taken quickly to Casey. He'll play this one deep down the field, trying to find Mendoza up top. He's got Fleury with him, but he flicks over his head, and he'll go straight to Mado, who's in goal now for Quebec. We've seen Reicha for 2 games here, and Mado must have been the two games over at Cornwall, so he's in for the gold medal match. Played it short. Grande. He'll play a ball over the left side, trying to find Billings. Can't do so. It's shut down by Johnson. 1-on-1. Nice touch and good spin there from Billings. He'll bring it into the middle of the field. Shot there from distance right at Casey, but we've seen that from DeSantis. Not afraid to shoot it from distance. And he is the captain of the Champlain College team. Very strong player, knows how to control, and he's very confident he can strike it from distance. And he's testing out the hands of Casey early. as we hear some of the horns going here. Quebec team loves bringing in the bullhorns. And of course, shout out to Rebecca cheering on the one and only Georges Lajour and the Quebec team. Thank you for tuning in once again and cheering on this team from the Champlain College. As a nice play from Gascon battling with Werbicki. It's going to go out for the Quebec throw. Quebec came in, had a very tough road to make it here to nationals. Many years, talking with their rep, many years, always finishing in second, finishing in third place, second and third, always near the top, never finish on the top. This year, though, 6 games left in the season, won them all, and they won the league by 3 points to qualify them to represent Quebec here in the championships. Not many goals against this team, but a lot of goals for. So this team very active on the offensive front. We'll see that here as the ball's getting played over to Gascon. He'll try to play it inside the middle, cleared away by Pomfret, and sent up by Pauletto. There's Adosa. He's going to try and bring this one down, but coming all the way back is Rose, and he'll play it all the way back to the 2 center defenders. That's Saint-Germain and Sidevang-Hawk. Nice ball over for Gascon. He tries to work it past Fiore, and it goes to Fiore, who's got selected for the Team Canada under-17 squad. Definitely one of the great players here in this tournament. Fiore scored a couple of major goals for his team from his left defensive position. And especially that third goal, which turned out to be the most important goal probably for Alberta this tournament to advance them to that gold medal game, defeating PEI 3-2. Gascon down the line, flicked on by Lajour, trying to find Racinos, who's up top. Brought down again by Gascon. He's under pressure from 2 green jerseys. He collides with Fleury. Fleury will play it back for Fiore, and he'll play it down the line. There's Adosa. He's got some speed. One-on-one with Saint-Germain. Adosa holding it into the corner. He's going to wait for some support. Finds Werbicki. In for Fleury. Fleury sees nothing there. We'll bring it all the way back to Pomfret. And this is what Alberta will tend to do a little bit. They want possession of the ball. They don't see anything forward. They won't force it. As Rendell will play to the right side for Philo. Philo plays it over to Johnson. Johnson's got some space in the corner. Plays the ball inside the box. Cleared away by Sidevang-Hawk. Sidevang knows how to play. Very physical. Very tough player. Also a multiple martial arts champion is Sidevang. So he definitely very tough in that central defensive position. Very tough to get by. And against this Alberta's team from Calgary Foothills, they went unbeaten during the season. They didn't tie any game. They won every single one. Then they won when they won qualifying for nationals, 2 wins and a tie to qualify them for this team tournament. Most of the core of this team has been together since 2009, so they know very well. And they are missing a couple key players due to illnesses and school commitments. So despite those missing key players, they've done very well in this tournament as they have a free kick in the corner of the box, and it's going to be Beau Fleury. He's done very well in the set pieces. Gonna see if he can curl this one in. A lot of the tall players are in the box right now. Just a 2-man wall for Quebec. Lajour is staying close just in case they choose to play the short. Play this one in. Headed away by Boussaran. And it'll go to the outside. Fleury's going to try and see if he can bring it into the corner, but a nice sliding challenge from Racinos. And it'll go out for a throw-in. Brought it around in midfield. Nice movement there. Trying to get it back to Pauletto, but Saint-Germain will send it down the field. One in the air by Johnson. Back and forth as Quebec is trying to clear it away from pressure. And it finally gets settled down, and it is a quick through ball in. Pushing there is Billings, one-on-one with Pomfret. Pomfret has to headed it back, and coming out of his goal is Cassian, who does well. And he'll throw it out wide. Fiore. He's going to wait for some options. He's going to wait as Adosa and Fiore were on a different page there. Little communication between the two, trying to figure out what to do next time as Quebec will settle it down in their own end with Saint-Germain. He'll hit it back to Mado, and he'll send it down the field. Harrison, he'll win it in the air. Fleury hitting hard with Sidevang-Hawk. Play continues those all-ball challenge there. Nice move by Racinos. He got interfered with, though, by Pauletto, and that's going to be noticed by the referee, and it's going to be a free kick. We've played 9 minutes so far here in this first half, as Quebec is tied with Alberta here in this gold medal match here, watching on Bell Alliant TV 1. Played it short, intercepted, and here's where Bicky now. Alberta's going to try and see if they can slow this pace down. Quebec's their game, keep the pace up. Alberta tries to slow it down, so let's see which game will be played here as Fleury's in the corner. He's battling with Saint-Germain. It's still somehow in, down the line. He towed the line there. Fleury thought that was out, and Fiore is still battling in the corner. He's still got it, looking to see if he can get past Saint-Germain. He's going to get some help now from Billings, who's come all the way there, and it'll get cleared away by Sidavangok. Racinos and Pauletto, both of them are fighting for it, and now here they come the other way with Billings. He's going to slow it down and hit up for Lejour. Lejour with it, gets tripped up by Pomfret. And Lejour almost went, and referee's going to have a word with Pomfret here about that one. As that's what Lejour does. He doesn't stand out incredibly, but once he gets that ball, he knows how to be in the right place, and that's what you want from the striker, and that's why he gets so many goals. He was the leading scorer in the Quebec AAA League, but that's what you expect from that striker. Be in the right place at the right time, and he knows how to get the job done, and he'll get another chance here as the ball gets played out long. There's Boussaran on the far post. He tries to bring that one in, but that gets blocked by Johnson. Johnson's going to try and clear this away down the line. He'll only get it back to the defense. Still knocking it around, and there's Pauletto. Pauletto, no stranger to be able to play in high place. Training with Bolton this year. Got to do a couple-week trial with them as it goes over to the far corner, and Philo couldn't get it up forward as he couldn't control it, and it goes out of play for the Quebec throw. Coming into this tournament, Alberta, 4 round-robin games, the 3 wins, 4-1 over New Brunswick, 3-2 against PEI, and the 9-0 victory over Newfoundland and Labrador, and that tie with Ontario, 0-0, where you can see over on the Commonwealth field, BC versus Ontario in the bronze medal game. It was currently 0-0 at halftime. Not sure what the score is now, but you can check out over there as a hard shot there from Pauletto, but that's going to go straight to Mado. And Pauletto taking that strike out there from distance. Meanwhile, Quebec, 4 wins, 5-0 over Nova Scotia, 3-1 over Manitoba, and 4-1 over Saskatchewan. And then another 3-2 victory to make them here in this final gold medal game over BC. That was a huge, crucial game for them to beat BC as we have a ball going through, trying to find Billings, but Pomfret is there, and he'll come all the way over. And they say he handled the ball, so it's going to be a free kick handball by Pomfret. And this is a free kick in a very dangerous area just outside the top of the box. You got to be seeing a shot on goal here. And it's Boussaran. This guy, his biggest influence is Roberto Carlos, and he can curl it like Roberto Carlos, and here he does there. And he's able to in a hard shot, and Cassian, though, is there. But, man, what a bullet from Boussaran. You can really see that with a strong left foot, and that's hard to find these days. A strong left-footed free kick taker, and that's what he has. And he's battling with Fiore, and Fiore will get called for the foul. And the intensity, you can start to feel now the physicality, both teams starting to realize what to expect. It's starting to pick up here, and the referee's going to have a fun time here controlling that one as Gascon will play this one short. He's to hit it back to Racinos, and Gascon sees nothing, hits it all the way back to his keeper, Mado. We have just under 27 minutes here remaining in this first half. 0-0, very exciting game, and that first goal will be the difference maker in this one, I feel. This one has the start of a couple goals, I feel, in this game, but that first one is going to be very crucial. Harrison taking his time, and he was under pressure there from Billings, and he played that one high in the air. Try to look for a handball there. Was Quebec. They're not going to get the call. Sorry, Alberta not going to get the call, and play will continue with Harrison in the back line. Harrison with a deep ball up, trying to find Rubicki on the side, can't do so, and now Lejour will hit it up. Getting interfered with was was DeSantis, and it's going to be a free kick going against Rendell. Rendell not too happy with that one. He didn't think he did much there. Remember, you can always send over your tweets, send over your messages over to at Martin Ohms, at Canada Soccer EN. Love to hear from you guys here at this gold medal matchup. Comes the kick inside the box. This one's dangerous, and Kasian, he gets up high. Kasian's done well early. Greyhounds not allowing any rebounds so far, and that one was a tricky one. He had to jump up over many players to reach up and grab that one. Alberta trying to slow down the pace. The pace is starting to pick up a little bit too fast for them right now, and they want to bring it down to their pace, and they'll pass it around the back. Wait for those options. Harrison able to find Philo over to Johnson. Over to Odosa. Odosa trying to play it back. Didn't have anyone there. And now here comes Quebec on their counterattack. Ball there from Rose. He'll play it down the left sideline. In there, touched by Racinos. Back to Rose. Rose, he's going to try and push it forward and break through on the line, but he touched it too far ahead, and he's just going to let this one go out for a goal kick. Harrison, he's under some pressure there, a little too casual in the back, and almost had to pay for it as Racinos got it off of him and almost had a chance on goal. Played up short. Here's Pomfret once again. You'll be seeing a lot of touches from this two center backs as Fiore had to keep that one in play. He touches over to Warbicki. Warbicki, though, loses it to Lajour, and Lajour will bring it to the middle. He'll send it up to Racinos. Nice touch there. Goes to Billings. And taking a little bit of a slip there was Grandin, but he won't get a call, as he just seems like he slipped on the turf there. Saint-Germain over to DeSantis. DeSantis trying to play a ball in, but a little bit too far ahead for Billings, and Kasian will grab it. He'll play it out quickly. There's Philo over on the far right side. Alberta's going to try and go with the counterattack. Odosa trying to work it in. Odosa is able to win this, touches up for Fleury, and last desperation play there by Gascon. Shut down that attack as Fleury almost found his way through, and that's a foul there by Rendell. He grabbed the jersey, and it looks like he might go into the book there. He's already had a couple fouls, and the referee seems like he's going to the books, and yes, it is a yellow card issued to Rendell. That's the defensive midfielder for Alberta, and because he stopped that counterattack by grabbing onto the jersey of the Quebec player. Played it short. Trying to play a nice little 1-2 on the far side. And it gets brought down. Still going to push it forward. Racinos trying to work his way through. He's still able to get it back. He's going to go for goal. That gets blocked by Pomfret. And there's Casey, and he'll be able to grab that one. But again, Quebec seem to be having a little bit more of the chances here early. Let me know. Send over the tweets. What does Alberta need to do to slow this game down here? Get to their pace, but there's a through ball in, and Odosa could get through. Odosa playing inside the box, so that gets blocked by Saint-Germain. And it'll go out for a corner kick. And that's what you could get from Alberta. If you sleep for just a second, as I almost jinxed them a little bit. They came on a quick counter, and Odosa almost found his way on goal. A little bit of pushing and shoving by the keeper, so referee will have a word. As we have another shutout here coming from Mike, and of course to all the Champlain Cavaliers. There's a lot of them here on this team. There's Gascon, Nadeau, Lajour, Rose, and DeSantis, who is the captain. So thank you very much for that shout and cheering on. And then the whole Champlain College, as that one was won in the air by Harrison, and Nadeau will come out and grab that one. So they're looking to bring up the goal. And, of course, Ariana cheering on Lajour and the Quebec guys. Thank you very much for that tweet as well. Battle on the far side. There's Johnson. Johnson's going to play down the line. Can't find Fleury, though, and it goes all the way to the Quebec defense. And they'll pass it around the back. DeSantis, nice little touch up. Good passing as they're able to work the way back down the field. And there's Billings. Billings could be through here. He's going to take a shot, but that doesn't find the goal. Some great movement in the midfield by Quebec, able to switch the ball over to the far corner. And that one just couldn't find the goal, unfortunately. Here comes the ball from Casey, and he got a great boot on that one. Hits it up to Adosa. Adosa, though, gets it taken off of him right away. And it goes over for your Billings on the far side. He'll touch it in. It's good on there. Over to Busaran. He's under some pressure by two jerseys, and he can't deal with the pressure, and it goes up for throw-ins, and Alberta will try to play it quickly, though. Adosa in the corner now. He's going to play this one into the box. That one gets blocked, and Quebec will clear it away from danger. There's Harrison now. Harrison with it out wide for Philo. Philo trying to play down the line, has Johnson on the overlap, and now they'll be able to find him, trying to play it back to him, but that gets shut down by Busaran, and here they come the other way is Quebec. Through ball and trying to find Lejeune, one-on-one with Pomfret, and Pomfret does a good job able to shield him away, but Lejeune still attacking, and Pomfret wins that one, and he'll clear it down the line, but no one was in the midfield for Alberta. Nice little bouncing around there from Billings. Somehow, I don't know how he managed to keep that on his foot. Rose over to DeSantis. Plays it out wide for Gascon, who's pushed up. Battling one-on-one with Fiore. And that's an interesting battle to keep on. It's kind of weird, but the defensive backs, Fiore and Gascon, both of them are very aggressive on the attack as well as defenders. Not afraid to push up and make those runs. And both of them have led to many scoring opportunities for the both of them. So definitely keep an eye on both of them since they're on the same side as the game continues. As Busaran taking his time to take this corner. Played it all in and cleared away. Nice little overhead kick there from Godondin. Flicked on, almost found Lejeune. Falls down for Rose, though, and coming back there is Pauletto, and he'll clear it over to the far side for Rendell. Rendell will settle the ball down and bring it up. Trying to play it up the field, trying to find Odosa. He could be through, but that one just couldn't stay in play. But it hit off of the Quebec player, and it's going to be an Alberta throw over on the far side. There's another thing from Werbicki. He was all the way over on the left side. For some reason, he was switched all the way on the right, confused the Quebec defense a little bit, and they lost him there, and it could have been a good opportunity. And a good quick shout-out to my family as well tuning in. So for you guys watching, my own family back at home watching here on Thanksgiving, thank you very much for watching the game here. And even though Ontario's not playing for them, they're still watching. As the ball gets played into the box, that one is a little too far for Werbicki, and straight into the hands of Mado, who will play it quickly down the field. Mado couldn't find any red jersey, and Alberta's going to quickly go on a counterattack. Rose, little touch over. Still battling in midfield. Off sliding all over the place is Rendell as the through ball goes in. It might be a little bit too far for Lejeune. Casey and has to come out of his net and play that one. As if he didn't, he realized he was going to wait for that one to come towards the box, but if he knew Lejeune was coming in with so much speed, he had to play that one before he got to it. Billings into the middle, touched on by Rose. Rose once again to DeSantis. DeSantis and Rose in the central midfield, doing well. Very tall, pushy players. Definitely tough to get the ball off of them. Fiore back to Pomfret, and he'll try to slow the pace down once again. As again, Alberta's trying to recognize pace is going up a little bit too fast. Let's slow it down. Pomfret back to Cassian. Goes it forward, far side for Philo. He gets it, though. Take it off him by Busaran, though, but he gets some help from Johnson, and Johnson's going to bring this ball up the field. Taking a slip, there's Johnson. He's still going with it, and he gets some help from Philo, and there he goes. Nice little passing. It finds Fleury. Back to Philo. Philo trying to work with the Busaran. A little bit of pushing and shoving between the two, and the referee's going to let that play. DeSantis, that's some great composure between him and Rose. But this one's DeSantis. A little bit too much, though, as he took a little bit of slip on the turf and couldn't keep it on. This one goes for a Quebec throw now. Rose is just going to touch this one over to Busaran, who's going to take the throw. This Quebec team did win the Quebec Ontario Cup in the under-16 region, so that was 2 years ago. They won the Quebec Ontario Cup. Always a tough competition between two really strong provinces. Played down the line. Racino's got a little bit too physical there with Johnson on the far sideline, so it's going to be a free kick for Alberta. Just 15 minutes here remaining this first half, 0-0. Again, these both teams been aggressive, had some chances both ways, but that first goal I feel will just open up this game much more. So both of them don't want to be that team to give up the first one. Reminder, we're playing 240s and if necessary 210s. And if that still doesn't solve anything, we'll go to PKs. Gascon, he's losing the ball on his feet, almost lost it, as where Bicky almost took that off of him, and now Fiore almost played where Bicky down the line, couldn't find him, and it goes for a throw-in. Down the line, and Saint-Germain will send it down the field. Trying to work on a nice header there from Pomfret. Trying to flick it backwards is Racinos. He couldn't do so. A little bit of a pushing and shoving between the two, but it falls off of the foot of DeSantis, and it goes for an Alberta throw. Nice move from Adosa, and he got interfered with by Saint-Germain, and it goes for a free kick for Alberta. They're going to try and see if they can push forward here. Pauletto on the ball here. Has Fleury on the shore, and nobody's watching Fleury right now, so if he was able to play it to him, he could, but he'll play this one in the box looking for Harrison. Harrison gets the head to it, but can't put it towards goal. Harrison came all the way from central back, had a good opportunity, great ball in from Pauletto, but couldn't hit that one towards goal. And Harrison, with one goal off a corner kick this tournament, almost found his second there. Here comes Mado's kick. Trying to flick it on by Gascon, but Fiore gets it over him. Gascon looked for a foul, said he was all over his back, but play will continue as Saint-Germain's clearance will go all the way into the crowd. And we have a great crowd here, considering it's the Quebec-Alberta fans. A lot of people have tuned in here for this match. Come over all the way here to the UPI field, and it's just some great action here, and that's why. Some great quality soccer as it gets played down the line for Adosa. He's going to try and turn it around. He's going to work his way into the middle, finds Fleury. He's going to play it out wide, and Johnson's can't get to it, though. Too far ahead of him, and he'll go for a throw-in. Reminder, keep in touch here. Let us know in the conversation. What are your thoughts on this first half so far between these two teams? It's a very exciting game. What do each team need to do you think, to score a goal? Let me know over Twitter. Send them over to that Twitter handle at the bottom of your screen, as Adosa would be offside, so he's just going to let this one run past him. And Sedivong, under some pressure from Philo, has to play this out for a throw-in. Taken short over to Philo over on the right side. He's going to play a ball inside the box, but it goes straight into the hands of Mado. I love the tweet over from Josh French. Thank you very much. Foothills definitely need to keep those sticks on the ice and battle against the boards. Yeah, they're going to be in tough on this physical battle. Very nice tweet. Love that tweet. Thank you very much for that one. And this one will go all the way over to Casey. Casey, an interesting player, got to go through a lot this year. Had to actually correct a heart rhythm this year on it for him. So he got that through, still able to play. Everything's all right with him, but he's gone through a lot, and he's here today for this gold medal match. Saint-Germain, he'll clear this out of play fourth run. And I agree. A couple of Leisure shout-outs here. So first from his aunt, tuning in from Quebec. Thank you very much for tuning in, and I agree. Keep an eye on him. He has, when he's been able to get free, Leisure couldn't score. And Sharon Tuffy, thank you very much. Watching from Calgary, tuning on the foothills. Thank you very much for that tweet, as well as it falls over to Pauletto on the top of the box. He's going to fire that one, and that one gets blocked. Still going with it. There's Rendell, and he can't get it on goal. And Rendell has got a goal from distance as well. He almost took that one from there. So thank you very much for all you tuning in from Quebec and Calgary here in this early morning, especially for those in Calgary. A little early morning for you. Unfortunately, the women's team didn't pull it out this morning. They lost to Ontario 4-0 in the under-18 women's finals as the Bradford Eagles won that one. So, and Quebec did pick up the bronze there for the women. So let's see who can claim the gold here, though, as Fleury has it. You'll play it all the way back to Harrison, and Alberta looks to reset here. Just under 10 minutes left to go in this exciting first half. Open-ended game. Really, either of these two teams have a chance to win this one. Fiore, he takes a touch a little bit too much ahead of him. Billings almost jumped right all over that, but he took a slip as well. Casey had two red jerseys all over him, and he'll hit it up. Racinos is offside, though. When he got pushed up to put pressure on Casey and didn't get back in time. And it's going to be a free kick going for Alberta. And there have Werbicki making a quick run. Gets over the head of Gascon. This could be dangerous as Werbicki is through. Werbicki cuts inside. Still going with it is Werbicki. He's going to take a strike, but that goes straight to the hands of Mado. That was a great eye there as Casey recognized that Werbicki, as soon as the ball went down, started to make his run down the wing. And then Casey with a great ball over the head of Gascon. Almost found him. DeSantis in the middle. Racinos gets shoved off the ball. And it's going to be a push in the back by Rendell. And Rendell's got to be careful here. He's already on a yellow. Does not want to afford to get a second one here in this first half. Philo in the air. Second header there. He gets it and he pushes it up. Losing it in his feet momentarily was DeSantis. But he's able to play a ball over to the right side. And Gascon will chase afterward. And again, that's where you see Gascon not afraid to push up as Fiore hits this one high in the air and could almost get to me here. If it was a little bit more to the right, that would have hit me. Play this one down the line. Trying to work his way, and Belling's a little bit too strong on Fiore. Will get called, and it's going to go for a free kick in Alberta's favor. And man, Georges Leger, if you're watching this game later on, you have one heck of a fan club. You're constantly getting tweets from you, so keep it going and see if you can make them proud here. Thank you very much, Sandra, for the tweet as well. And play continues. In the back line for Alberta. Harrison, he's going to play this one down the field. Can't find Fleury. And it goes over the far side for Boussaran. He makes a nice move, just gets by Philo. Quick movement from him. Little 1-2 into the middle, but a slime challenge there from Rendell. And Rendell's going to get called for that, and he can't believe it. And again, he's got to be careful. Taken quickly, DeSantis with it. Has Gascon on the wing. He's going to play it to him. Gascon plays it up top. Leaves it for Rose. Rose over to Grandin. Grandin now wide for Gascon, who's still up there. Fiore has to come all the way over. The tall, lanky left back. We'll get to it. And he'll hit this one high and still in play. And Saint-Germain can't control it, though. Bounces off his foot. And it goes for an Alberta throw. And Fiore with a clutch play there. Playing it down the line, trying to hold it in as Odosa hits it off And Adosa claims that he hit off the defender. Not going to get that call, and it's going to go for a goal kick. And a reminder, if you want to watch the bronze medal game, switch over to the Cornwall stream. You can watch BC versus Ontario, which should be an exciting match. Not sure. Last time I checked, it was 0-0. If anyone has an update on that one, send it over as well. Mado plays it short to Saint-Germain. Playing it down the line. Trying to work it up the field. Can't do so. And now it gets touched over as DeSantis will slow it down. Plays on top of Lejeune. Nice little touch to Billings. Billings avoids the side tackle, but Racinos loses it in his feet, unfortunately. And here comes Alberta the other way. Pauletto, he'll play a ball out wide for Philo. Sedavong read that one, though, and it goes out. Philo, no stranger to him scoring as well at the under-16 Nationals 2 years ago. He was the leading scorer in that tournament, so keep an eye on that right midfielder for Alberta. He can put it in the net as well. Passing around in the midfield. Great quick action, but that pass is dangerous. And Adosa jumps on it. He passes over to Werbicki. Werbicki might get a chance on goal. He'll cut inside. He goes for goal, but he got too much onto that one and couldn't get the accuracy. And Werbicki's shot goes over the goal. But a dangerous pass in the back line by Quebec. And Adosa jumped all over that one. And you can't mess up on those passes in the middle of the field, as Alberta has the pace to capitalize. Adosa still putting pressure and forces Mado to clear it to the outside. Luis Adosa, great pressure. He didn't play yesterday. Got a day off yesterday to rest up, and he was on 2 yellows as well. I wanted to make sure he didn't get a third one, but got the rest up, and he's looking here fresh today. Played it by Adosa. Crossed in by Fiore. Goes to the far post. There's a finish, and off the crossbar is Philo. He almost had that one. And it went to the far post. Philo's shot hit off the bar. So close. Unbelievable from this Alberta's team, who's just changed the momentum of this game. Quebec was getting a lot of changes. Now Alberta's firing. Speaking of Alberta, they want to give a special shout out to Tommy Wheeldon Jr. A lot of them had him as their coach growing up in their development, so they want to. A lot of them requested a shout out to him. So Tommy Wheeldon Jr., if you're watching, thank you very much from the players from this Calgary Foothill squad. Still working around in the middle. One, just quickly there by Busadan, but taken away by Johnson. There's Philo with it. He gets it taken off of him, and Quebec's going to try and go on a counterattack. There's Lejeune. He'll touch it back for DeSantis. DeSantis is going to look to switch it, and he gets it over to Gascon a little bit in front of him, but Gascon's got the pace to keep it in. DeSantis didn't see anything forward, plays it back to his defense, and they'll knock it around the back themselves as they're winding down the first half action here. Unbelievable play from these two teams. Well deserved for both these teams to be in this position. They were definitely the two top teams in this tournament as the ball gets played over on the right side. And Fiore does a great job. He'll just shield it out for a goal kick. Played short. Back it goes to Kasian. Werbicki looking for that long ball, was making that run, and again, not too happy that no one played it there because he felt like he would have been through. You're hearing those vuvuzelas in there. It keeps reminding me of my brother who's watching, I know. Constantly was bringing that to all my games and pretty much annoying everyone to death with them. So it's always good to have them with all the little kids here with the vuvuzelas making that noise. Great support from both of these teams here. A little bit of a touch in the back line. Alberta's just going to play around now. Fiore's going to play down the line where Bicky flicks into the middle of the field. Adosa can't get to that one as Sidavong Ox got to it first. Gascon battling with Werbicki. Werbicki was able to get with him. Some nice footwork from him. But Fiore was under some pressure, and he'll battle with Billings. And Billings being very physical with him. Gets called, though. And it's going to be a free kick in Alberta's favor. But Fiore almost got caught there as the pass back to him. Didn't realize that Billings was right behind him. By good composure from the defenseman. There's Pauletto. He tried to get it forward. Rendell back for Johnson. Johnson's going to play the ball down the line, trying to find Fleury. Fleury, though, loses the ball in his feet. And here comes Quebec going the other way. Sliding challenge there from Pomfret, and he's out of position. He's got to hustle back now, as here comes Quebec with a counter. Billings into the box. This one's still bouncing, and diving play from Johnson, who came all the way over. He'll send it down. And here comes Fleury with the counter. Fleury down with the ball down to the right side, trying to find Philo. Can he keep this one in play? He's able to do so, but Busadan will just shield that one out of play for a goal kick. Back and forth, really. If you give either of these teams a chance to break free, they're going to take it. We're winding down here in this first half action. Let me know during the halftime break. Send over those messages. Let me know, what do each team need to do to break this deadlock score? Or who is that player you think that will do it? Let me know. And those Twitter handles love to talk with you guys. Ball in the air, won by Rendell. There's Pauletto. Pauletto can't control it, though, as we're waiting for that indication from the fourth official. But there is no time, he says, as there is the halftime whistle here at the Sport Check Under 18 National Club Soccer Championships here in Shawtown, PEI. Going to the halftime break, Alberta coming from the Calgary Foothills 0 and Quebec's CS Longueuil 0. We're going to be taking about a 10-minute break, guys. Enjoy yourselves. So for most of you guys watching, enjoy the rest of your breakfast or brunch, and we'll see you guys in just a bit. All right, as both teams come back onto the field here, I'm going to welcome you guys back here for the second half action in the gold medal match for the Under-18 Sport Check National Club Championships here at the UPEI Turf Field in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Thank you very much for everyone tuning in. Got a ton of messages over the break. Got a ton of Leisure fans. I got some Alberici fans. The left back, I didn't see him on in the first half. Maybe they'll put him on for the second, but maybe he'll get that goal. And I agree, Chatui, who's been a great player. Not starting, though, in this second half yet, but might see him on later. Very strong player in the central midfield. If he comes on, he can be dangerous. And then Tanya cheering on Leisure as well. Thank you for that. And then on the Alberta side, seeing different players, Odosa, Fleury, and Rendell all getting shout-outs as well. With the way those guys have been playing, they definitely could do it as well. So we're starting to see some changes here. And speaking of Alberici, he's on the field right now. He'll be starting in left defense as we start off the second half of action between Alberta and Quebec. Quebec is in the red and whites. They'll be going from your right to your left with the keeper Nadeau in goal. And we're going to be seeing the Calgary Foothills, Alberta, the green and black, going from your left to your right with Cassian in goal. Inside challenge from Rendell. Rendell not afraid to go onto this turf and able to clear it away for a throw-in. There's a newly introduced Alberici. He's going to take the throw. He replaces Boussaran on the left defensive position. Little miscommunication in the back, and Rose will just play it back to Nadeau and keep. And he'll send this one deep and down the field all the way back for Johnson. We'll try to bring it down, and Boussaran, who's pushed up now to the midfield. He'll touch it over to Racinos. Racinos going to take a shot. That took a deflection, though, from Harrison. And straight into the hands of Kaysen. A very action-packed, even game, both sides. This game can really go anywhere. Even my family, I'm getting messages from them watching the game. They don't even know. One of them says Quebec, one of them says Alberta. They're all over the place, and that really tells you about the pace of this game. Two deserving teams here for this gold medal match. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Great crowd here. And we'll get a shot of that crowd whenever we get a second later on, as Alberici is going to get this team from Longueuil trying to push forward as Alberici keeps it in play. He's getting pushed there from Philo, and he's going to get called for a free kick. Rose is going to play this one up, trying to find Leisure. Leisure got it back on his feet, trying to play it out wide. Couldn't find his player, and here comes Alberta on a counterattack. Where Becky, he's going to slow it down for Fiore. And Fiore is going to play it down the line for Odosa. Trying to get it forward, but Quebec will be able to settle it down in midfield. Touched over to Racinos. Touched it back for Rose. Grandin under some pressure, plays it all the way back, and it goes back for Grandin over on the far side of the field. He'll touch it over, trying to get it forward, but can't do so as Alberta putting a lot of pressure on the Quebec players, not letting them do their quick passes. But Odosa a little bit too aggressive, and it's going to go for a free kick against Alberta. Sedevong over to Racinos. Racinos, not a good pass. And there's Rendell. Rendell wins it in midfield. He's got Philo out wide. He's going to play him. Here comes Philo on the right side. He's got 2 jerseys on him, trying to play across the side of the box. That gets blocked by Alberici. Johnson's all the way up. He collides hard, but it's going to go free kick against Quebec here. So the collision against Johnson will get called, and Alberta, great opportunity. Bo Fleury on the ball here for Alberta. Comes Fleury on the kick. Yeah, play this one to the corner. Nadeau with the punch up, and he's able to get it away. And it goes for a corner kick. Well done from the Quebec keeper. And thank you, Eric Rose, for all the messages. Thank you very much for your help here. Cheering on Rose and Longuet. And then we have Hannah Blanger cheering on Luis Adosa. Huge support back at home. Thank you very much. She's putting a lot of pressure on this attack. It goes into the box, headed away, though. There's Grandin. And it'll be offside, though, going against, I think it was Harrison. And it's going to go all the way back for Quebec. Free kick for Nadeau, and he's going to play it quickly. Sidivong? He'll play it into the middle. Touched on by Racinos. He got knocked around from behind. Quebec fans looking for a call, not going to get it. And here comes Werbicki on the left side, battling with Saint-Germain. He gets it taken off of him by Werbicki. Touched in, and to the wide side, Pauletto out wide for Fiore. Fiore coming down in the corner, trying to go in a nice sliding challenge from the Quebec player, Saint-Germain, but still held in play. Fiore gets brought down, and it's going to be a free kick in the corner. Saint-Germain not happy with this one. And it's going to have a talking to from the referee. And just a little final warning for Saint-Germain. But again, keep sending those messages. Thank you from Dill. Cheering on Alberici. He can be a beast, and he could go forward. We'll see how he goes forward on that left defensive position. Thank you very much for your tweet as well. And here comes Fleury. Plays inside the box, headed away by Rose. Still trying to clear it away. Alberici, he's there in the corner. He's able to clear it away. Well done from the left defenseman. I think all those tweets are helping him out there. And here goes in for Harrison. Harrison back inside. Here is Johnson now with it. He'll play, but it passed behind Rendell. Harrison got to go down, and he brings down the Quebec attacker. And it'll be a free kick going against Alberta. Racinos a little bit slow to get up, but that back pass very dangerous, and Racinos almost made them pay, and Harrison had to do a harsh slide tackle, but very lucky he actually didn't go into the book for that one. Rose on the kick. Alberici's making a nice little quiet, sneaky run on the wing, and he's going to play inside the box. And having an idea there on a bicycle was one of the Quebec players in the box, but he just couldn't get to him. Casey will play this one short. Touched inside Rendell, out wide for Fiore. Fiore's under pressure from DeSantis, and they're going to play it down the line. Trying to win it in the air was Werbicki, and Fleury couldn't do so. As Saint-Germain will play down the line. This is an attack on the far right side of the field. Billings has some space. One-on-one with Pomfret. He tries to come inside, but Pomfret shuts down that run, but it falls straight to Billings once again. He still has it. Billings trying to work his way inside of the box. He's trying to split the D, and Pomfret shuts it down, but still continues now. Goes for a Quebec throw-in. A lot of confusion there. No one was really sure whose ball it was. Quebec's just going to settle it down. A lot of screaming from both benches right now. Unbelievable. Shouting out instructions for everything, it seems. As Fiore will clear it away. And it looks like it's going to be a corner kick. Didn't go on the right side of the flag for Alberta. And Quebec's pressuring right now. Can they force one in here with 33 to go? Played inside the box and headed away, and we're going to have a retake as Philo was able to get to that one on the near post. And we have a shout out here from Tiara cheering on Alex Pomfret and the Foothill squad. Thank you very much, Tiara, for your tweet and cheering on Pomfret. Playing very strong in the central defensive position. Under pressure, though, as you have another ball inside the box going far post. That gets a touchdown, goes forward, cleared off the line by Philo. Still going, it's a bicycle off the line. Johnson is in, and it's in. Quebec gets on the board. This one kept bouncing all back and forth. I'm not even sure who got the final touch on that one. But someone got a final touch, and I believe it's Billings. Gordon Billings gets the goal. That was a beautiful side scissor kick into the corner, and Billings gets Quebec on the board first. Can you believe it? I don't even know where to start on that play. Corner goes in far post. First, it was punched off the line by Philo. Second chance, cleared off. It got past Casey and goal. Cleared off the line again by Johnson. And then the third one, this clearance, Billings comes out of nowhere. Scissor side kick into the bottom corner. Brilliant goal from Billings. And Quebec leads 1-0 here in this gold medal match. There's still 31 minutes to play. This game is now going to open up. We've seen our first goal. How do both teams respond? Let's see what happens. But if there was going to be a goal, it's going to be one as beautiful as that one, and that one's a great one. Got to give a shout out to my friend over, Shane Posey, up in the States, watching this game as well. Shane, love you, man. Thank you very much for tuning in and watching this game. Still battling it over in the midfield. Quebec's trying to clear it away. They'll send it up, headed away by Pomfret. Philo gets knocked down in the air, and Rose will get called for the free kick. This one's very tight, though. Still one goal, and Alberta can find them ways back in the game. Do you think Alberta will tie it up? Let me know. Make sure. Love to hear from you guys as it goes into the box. Cleared away by Sidavong. Harrison's going to put them back under. This time it was Saint-Germain. Fiore's up there. There's Fleury. Fleury's going to try and flick this one over, but Saint-Germain will clear it away. Alberta with control right now as they're going to try to play it out wide left. There's Werbicki. Werbicki one-on-one on the far side, and it gets shut down by the Quebec defender, and they can't clear it away as Fiore is there, and it's going to go for a throw-in. This team from Longueuil has battled hard to make it to the Nationals, winning their last 6 games in the season to win their club championship, the season championship. Then coming here, had to play some really tough games, really close one, the most tight one against BC, winning narrowly, and 3-2, and probably one of the most exciting games of the tournament, if you can believe it, 3-1 against Manitoba. So they've battled hard. They're here, and they're up 1-0 against Alberta, but Alberta has battled back. They've had a tough game against PEI, had to battle back on that one, and they were able to do it. Can they do so here? Fiore in the corner, he loses it, and Quebec is able to clear it away, but Alberta starting to push much more offensively now. They're slowing down the play and trying to get their tying goal here. Ball down on the left corner. Nice run coming in here from Pauletto. He's some great movement. He still has it. He plays it down on the side, but Odosa was offside, and it's going to go for a goal kick instead. So we got another message. Nicholas, he wants to shout out his friend over here, Cristiano. So shout out to him and the Foothills. Thank you very much for that one. All right, so we have some comments here saying that one goal won't be the only one in this game. Some people are saying it could be 2-1. So I feel this game could open up much more. We could see more than just that one goal. So we'll wait and see as it goes over to the left side. There's Werbicki. He can't control it. A little bit of a push by the Quebec defender, and it's going to be a free kick for Alberta. They're starting to get some of the pressure right now, but they're going to play this one quickly, see if they can catch Quebec off guard. Play this one in the box too far, though, over the head of Odosa, and Nadeau will just play it down and kill some precious seconds. Here comes Nadeau. He's going to send this one down the field. Send this one deep. Goes past him. Billings can't control it, though. Hits off of him. He almost had that one. And it goes out for throwing. Let's see. Will Alberta make the substitution? I see Edwards Colbin Edwards, he's out on the sideline side. We have a hard tackle on the far corner by Pomfret, and it's going to be a free kick going in Quebec's way, but we're going to see a substitution. And another striker, Edwards, I've seen him play a couple times. Very strong player. He's battled back from a serious leg injury after a collision with his own keeper 2 years ago where he broke his leg. He's battled back. He's here today, and we're going to be seeing him help Adosa out likely on the striker position, see if Alberta can tie this one up. And I see a Quebec substitution getting ready as well. Let you know as soon as that one happens. But here we have a Quebec free kick on the corner. Boussaran, he's got that strong left foot. He can curl this one in. He might go for goal even here from this distance. This one goes low, flicked on, and cleared off again by Johnson. As that one was a tricky one. That one was bouncing around, and Johnson taking no chances. I think that might have gone in there. And Johnson will clear it away, but we'll start to see the substitutions. And it's going to be Billings, the goal scorer. He's going to come off on the right midfield position, and it's going to be Diop. Diop is going to check in for him. Very speedy, feisty player on that right midfield, but he has those quick legs, so he'll be able to come back and forth down that line and help put some defense in for this Quebec squad. And let's see Alberta making their switch. They're just going to wait until after this corner. Goes far post. There's DeSantis. He's there. He'll settle it down. He's going to try and play another one, but that gets blocked. And we have another corner kick for Quebec. Will Alberta make their substitution now? Doesn't look like they're going to wait till they clear it away. Then Alberta will want to make their sub. All right, so Christian cheering out Philo from fellow player on the Dinos. Thank you very much for the shout out. And for Sharon Tuff, we're gonna have a replay on that Quebec goal. You can watch this game again later on. They will get uploaded by Bellline TV1, probably by the CSA. So check and look at that. But the gold medal game will get uploaded as it goes over to the far post. Still working in. Boussaran is there. He'll try to settle it down, but leave it for Diop. Diop making his first contribution to the game, but he can't get it forward. And here comes Warbicky on a counterattack, but a sliding challenge from Quebec stops that attack. Shot there. That gets blocked. Still bouncing around in the box, and Johnson does enough, and Harrison will hit it off of the Quebec player, and it goes out for the kick. Now we're going to have that substitution, so it's going to be Warbicky. Warbicky's going to come off on the left side. Coming on will be Colbin Edwards. Let's see if Edwards, he got 4 goals yesterday. Can he add 1 for his team here? Shout out here to Andrew Perkins. Thank you very much for your tweet. All right, so Mark Bodan cheering on with his buddies there with the Dinos, cheering on the Foothills. Thank you very much for your tweet and tuning in. But we have a hard collision there with Lajour and Rendell, and it's going to go for a free kick in Alberta's favor. And Kevin Felix tuning in. Shout out to many of the players on Quebec. Shout out to Delium, Saint-Germain, Rose, Billings, and Grandin. So thank you very much, Kevin, for those tweets as well, and cheering on Quebec as Alberta's almost going forward with Fleury. Brought down by Rendell. Rendell's going to try and play it over on the right side for Philo. There's Philo. He puts inside the middle, but no one's there. And Edwards almost jumped out of nowhere to get to that one. But Shane, give me a look at this crowd right here. It's starting to get really packed here. It's on both sides. Both sides how crowded here. And thank you very much, Shane. As we're going to have another substitution. It's going to be Racinos coming in. And coming onto the field will be Camara. So Suleiman Camara coming into the game, take off Racinos. He's taking his nice and sweet, lovely time getting off the field. Of course, with a 1-0 lead, he'll need the ref's encouragement to get off. And Camara will come onto the field. Good, another quick, fast substitution here. Quebec starting to look to get some fresh legs here, make sure they hold on to this lead with 23 minutes remaining. Plenty of time for both teams. Johnson down the line, there's Fleury. Back inside, Rendell has it now in for Fleury. Some good passing. Rendell ball into the box. Far post, and Adosa can't control it, though. And it goes out the other side, and there's Diop. Diop, nice move. He gets away from Adosa, and he'll play it up, trying to find Lajour. Lajour gets knocked down by Pomfret, but the ref says play on. And Lajour tried to win that one back, and that's well done from him. I lost it, but tried to win it straight back. Play still continues with Saint-Germain. He collides with Edwards, and now the second ball. He'll send it deep, but no one is up there. So Harrison will take his time and play it around the back. All right, shout out to the family, the Alberici family. Julian, thank you very much for the treat, cheering on his brother there who just headed the ball away. And we'll try to clear it out, and you get some help from Rose, who will set it down. So thank you very much for their whole family cheering him on. In Quebec, as Camara collides with Pauletto. A little collision there as Pomfret takes down Camara, but play will continue. Starting to get a little bit chippy between the two. Referee will have to keep an eye on that as the play continues, trying to set it up for Grande. Can't find him, and Pauletto hit it to Odosa. Nice touch from Fleury, trying to find Odosa, but he got interfered with, and the referee saw that one, so it's going to be a free kick in Alberta's favor. Reminder that the medal ceremonies will happen after the game, so make sure to tune in for that one as Philo's coming off and Caleb Jemmett. So Jemmett coming in, he's got a couple goals himself this tournament. Can Jemmett be that player for Alberta? We'll have to wait and see. So Jemmett finds his way into the game. Tall guy can win the ball in the air, and he's going to play this one deep. Just over the head, and there's Jemmett now coming into the game. He's going to play it back for Rendell. Rendell's going to cut inside. He's got a couple jerseys around him. Still working with it, trying to play it out wide. Johnson's onside. Johnson has tons of time and space. He plays it inside the box. One in the air, though, by Saint-Germain. Camara trying to go up with it. He's under a lot of pressure from Jemmett. Camara still playing with it, though. He's got to get rid of it, and he's able to get rid of it and hits it to Boussaran. Nice sliding challenge from Johnson. Keeps this one in play. Jemmett hits it off of Boussaran, and it's going to be a Alberta throw. And their Alberta fans starting to get really loud, trying to cheer on this team to tie it up. But we also have the Quebec women's team here cheering on the men's team here. Quebec women's team picking up the bronze earlier today. As we have a camera flies over the back of Harrison. And it's going to be a free kick, and the referee's going to have a word with Harrison here. As Camara flew, and it looks like he's going to go in the books, and Harrison will pick up a yellow card for stopping that counterattack. And thank you very much, Felicia cheering on. So Felicia Leger cheering on her brother George and the whole Longueuil team. So thank you very much. And congratulations to the Newfoundland team beating Saskatchewan and penalty shootouts in their consolation games. Thank you very much, Alex, for that one. Alex Power, been tuning in all weekend. Thank you very much for letting me know. As Kaysen comes up high and grabs that one. I really enjoyed that Newfoundland team, and it's great to hear they pulled out that victory. And goes out over on the left side of Dosa coming with speed, but it bounces away from him. We are just under 20 minutes left to go here in this second half action here at the beautiful UPEI Turf Field in Charlottetown, Prince Edward Island. Thank you for everyone who's tuned in, not only in Canada, but all over North America. And if you have to be in Europe as well, thank you very much for tuning in. Trying to get for this Camara. He plays it out wide. There's Lajour. Lajour coming in on the corner. He puts it back in for Camara. That goes behind him, though. And a great ball in from Lajour. Couldn't find the return pass as Alberta player was offside. Came from an offside to an onside position just behind the halfway line. And Saint-Germain's going to have to back it up. And it's going to be a quick free kick here for Quebec. But a beautiful scissor kick goal from Billings. That is the difference here in this game as Quebec is leading over Alberta 1-0. But a touch there from Sidavong almost bounced away with him, but a great sliding challenge able to recover as Jemmett was all over that one. Play goes down the line. Johnson, though, can't get it forward, and it falls back for Harrison. Harrison's got to play high in there. He gets cleated by Alberici. And the referee just going to have a word with Alberici for that one. Harrison will play it quickly, though, for Johnson. In for Rendell out wide for Fleury. Fleury with it down to the right wing. Johnson try to play it in. Alberici is there, and he'll shut it down. And it's going to be another throw in for Alberta. Got to move back a little bit, and we got another shot here to Brendan O'Connell, the coach of the University of Calgary Dinos. Thank you very much for that tweet as the ball goes just over the head of Adosa on the far post. But there is Fiore. He hasn't found himself in this game in the second half. Has to find a way to get himself involved, because if he does, that could be dangerous. But here comes Quebec the other way. Camara has it. He's going to bring it down in midfield, touch it over, and Lejour could be through. Here comes Lejour all through, trying to chip the keeper in case it got touched. Is it enough? No, it isn't. And Georges Lejour gets his goal. And with a little funny celebration colliding with Camara, but Camara, great footwork in the middle, sends it over to Lejour, and Lejour had a ton of speed and chipped it over, and Cassian just couldn't get enough of it in goal. Chipped the keeper there, and a brilliant finish. And could that be it here at the gold medal game here at the Sport Chek Under 18 National Club Championships? Who knows? 17 minutes remaining, but Alberta needs 2 now. Could that be too much for Alberta to catch up? But a brilliant goal, and it's Georges Lejour. His fan club here must be going crazy, because you guys have been sending me tweets all tournament long, and you must be really happy after that one. Let's see, can Alberta get this one back? They got to be much more offensive right now. Busaran, great control and composure, and is able to get it off and push it forward. We got a shot here from Vito Pauletto cheering up Dom Pauletto, Cassian, and Johnson, all from your brothers tuning in from Vancouver. Thank you very much. Brought it into the middle. There's Pomfret. Matthew Rafi, thank you very much, from the Longueuil Semi-Pro head coach. Thank you very much. Sorry if I mispronounced your name. So let me know if I did, and I'll re-shout you out as here comes the other way. Busaran, he's getting collided with Edwards, but he's able to play it all wide. Advantage called by the referee. Diop, he's going to take a shot, and that one squeaks it through. That one just got by, and it's Diop who adds one. And right now, Alberta is stunned. Advantage called by the referee. Everyone kind of stopped for a second, and Diop puts a low shot past Cassian. Thinks he should have had that one. He might have had that one. It's a hard angle for me, but that one just slides right by, and all of a sudden, you blink twice, and it's 3-0, and it's the substitute Diop getting on the board with a brilliant finish after the advantage call by the referee, and smart advantage call from him. But 3-0 now. Is it too much for Alberta to catch up? Let's see what they can do here. Gotta see if they can pull one back. And Cynthia, thank you very much for cheering on Lejour all the way from Clearwater, Florida. So thank you very much for all you tuning in from Florida watching this game. Gotta agree, but that was what a pass by Kamada on the finish from Lejour. Thank you very much. And Eric Rose, you pretty much called it. They will score right after the second goal, and they did right there. Good call there from Eric Rose. You know this team better than I do, and you called it, so thank you very much for that message. Alberta, though, trying to see whatever they got left. If they can pull one in the next few minutes, anything can happen. The women's team, to make it to national, scored 3 goals in the final 15 minutes. So anything is possible here for this men's team, as Johnson's going to throw it down the line. Trying to find Gemmet. Can't get over the head of Busaran. Not an easy task. 3 goals in the second half. Billings, Lejour, and Diop got all 3 goals for Quebec, as this team from Longueuil is about 14 minutes left to go for their gold medal championship, as we have an Alberta free kick here for Pauletto. He's been a star player in this tournament as well as Pauletto. Very controlling, quick movement. Love the action we've seen from him. Here comes the ball from Pauletto. This one finds a head, and I think it found Rose. Nadeau's going up. Fleury gets knocked down the box. Still going as Gemmet collides with the keeper. And it'll be a free kick, as Gemmet's going to have a word talking to from the referee. And that one just kept bouncing around there. Fleury went down in the box. He was looking for a penalty. He wasn't going to get it. But here we have a couple substitutions for both teams. And it looks like it's going to be Sidavang Ok. He's done well in the central defensive position. He's going to come off, and it looks like Bwanga is going to come on to replace him. And here on the Alberta substitution, I see Olsen. Olsen's coming into the game. He replaces Rendell. Rendell's close. He's been touching the toe line of getting to his second yellow. it gets a point now. Don't want to risk putting Alberta down to 10 men. So Olsen finds his way into the match as well. There's Lejour. He'll touch it back. Can't get it up, and he'll go out for another throw-in on the far side. But again, I appreciate everyone tuning in for this game here. Great gold medal game. This has been a complete change in the second half. And Keegan Jemmett, thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you very much for tuning in, cheering on the Foothills. Got to keep up. They've played well. And the second half's just gone in Quebec's favor right now. But thank you very much for Keegan. Very thankful and cheering on this team. And Mike Hawk trying to see if he can get it. So that's Evan Chow, sorry. Evan Chow trying to see if he can bet on the Foothills comeback. And we also have Jennifer Owen. She's tuning in from Barrie, Ontario. Thank you very much. Play down the line, trying to find Odosa. That one gets cleared away and goes out for a throw-in. Thank you, Kevin, for filling me in. I was wondering what that dance was when Diop scored, so thank you very much. If you can, send me what that is later on. Not too familiar with it. Just waiting for another ball here from the players. And here comes Fiore. He'll finally get the ball and he'll throw it in for Olsen. Olsen back to Fiore over in the corner. He's trying to work his way in through past Diop. And Diop being a good job. That's what Diop does. He's a nuisance on the field, and he's able to win a free kick right there. That's what he does. He gets in your face, and he'll not leave you. And he showed a great example on Nadeau taking his time here before taking this free kick. Goes in right through, just back out, and Alberta got to give whatever they have left. Got to keep it going, and that's what you're seeing right now from O'Connell. Keep pressuring his team. Tell him, don't give up. Still some time left. Anything can happen, and you know in soccer, anything can happen. One goes in, others can follow through. So let's see if Alberta can battle way back, as Pomfret can't win that one in the air, and it goes out for a throw-in. Let me know as well right now, who do you guys think has been the players of the games for both teams? Love to hear from you guys. Who are your thoughts on that one? That one can really go to anyone. Will it be Billings, who got that huge first goal? Could it be anyone in the midfield? I love the way DeSantis has played. Busaran has got in there. And Alberta, Dosa's got involved in almost everything in there. You can look at the defense. Harrison and Pomfret, or even Casey in goal, has had to do a very good job. So let me know who your thoughts are. Send over those messages. Deep throw and taken short. Brought down. Still trying to work inside. Well done from Boanga. Trying to get it back for Camara, but Camara's touches a little bit too hard. And it goes out for a goal kick as the Quebec fans starting to get really loud here. They're on their toes. It looks like Quebec's going to start to empty their bench a little bit. I see Chatouille. He's getting ready to come on. I can recognize those pink cleats from anywhere. But here comes another Alberta substitution. They're going to be putting on the 15-year-old Peter O'Brien. So Petey O'Brien finding his way. He replaces Fiore. And Petey O'Brien, the young guy, coming into the game. And he gets a touch there. He'll try to go forward. He hits it out forward. Taking a dip there was Fleury. And he'll go for a free kick in Quebec's favor. And looks like Chatouille's ready to come on himself. Little collision there and another free kick. A good shout out to P.E. O'Brien. I commentated him in the under 14s before. Nice to see him in the under 18s now. A lot of players inside the box. Who's going to get a hit on this one? Headed away, and that's Bonga. And look at the size of him. No wonder he got the height of that. Someone knows how tall he is. He's got to be 6'3", 6'4". And he's able to clear it away, and it goes out for a goal kick for Nadeau. And it's going to be DeSantis. DeSantis coming off from the central midfield, and he'll be replacing him will be Chatouille. So I got some shouts here. So from the Alberta side, I've seen a couple Pomfrets. He's played a great game in Central Defense, and of course the Lejour family all tuning in for him. So it could go anywhere. Really, it's been a close one for every player. But thank you very much again for everyone's messages. Keep sending them over as it goes out for another throw-in on the far side. Just under 8 minutes left to go here for Quebec, 3-0. Here are 3 goals in this second half. That first one really opened up the floodgates, and this second goal really was that difference to shut down that attack. And the third goal just happened out of nowhere, really almost instantaneous, as Quebec is going to put forward a beautiful move by Lejour, and they're going to push it forward on the right side. Can't get it up forward, though, as it gets shut down. Here comes Claveau. Throw it down the line, trying to get to Lejour. Lejour, she's going to play with it. Needs 2 players to get it off of him. And Lejour, though, touched it last, and it's going to be an Alberta throw. They're going to try and push up quickly. O'Brien, he's going to leave this one for Harrison. Harrison down the line, flicked on. Couldn't find anyone there, though. Was Fleury, and it's going to go for a Quebec throw. Looks like Quebec's going to make another substitution in just a second, as our player has to put the penny on. Not to confuse, the referee almost did there. As Camara and Diop try to get forward, he couldn't do so. Kicked in there from Harrison. He hits it off of the 2 Quebec players. Time's starting to wind down here, but it's been a great game. Thank you very much, Chris. So O'Brien skips under 16s, and yeah, so he was a great tournament. I remember seeing O'Brien last year. Great player in the central midfield. Thank you very much, Chris, for tuning in. Quick shout out to Chris McKinnon, who's commentated a bunch of the games here and leading the Holland Hurricanes season, doing a very good job. I believe they're in first place right now, so shout out to Chris for tuning in. Thank you very much. And this is a great experience for O'Brien as he goes over into the corner. He's battling with it. He's trying to dance around 2 players. Well done from O'Brien, but he finally loses control of it, and it goes out for a Quebec kick. Xander McKenzie, thank you for watching. Thank you for watching and cheering on the Foothills. And I agree. So thank you very much, Xander, for that tweet as well. I appreciate it, as we have another substitution coming here for Quebec. Taking his time getting off the field is Gascon, and that is Claveau, sorry. So Gascon comes off for Claveau. So a change in the right defense for Quebec. And as we hear, here comes an attack. Pauletto, he gets brought down, and he's going to win the free kick as Rose knocks down Pauletto. And could they break the goose egg? Will Alberta have a chance here? This could be dangerous, as Pauletto can nail this one from distance, same as Fleury. Let's see who's going to be on the ball for this one. But thank you everyone who's been tuning into the Sport Check Under 18 National Soccer Championships here in PI. It's been Martin Ohms here. I appreciate everybody who's been tuning in throughout this entire tournament, sending over your messages. It's made my life much easier to communicate with someone else, and I appreciate everyone who's done it. So thank you all for tuning in for this one here on Bellline TV 1. We still have 5 minutes left to go here, so lots of soccer to be played, so don't go anywhere just yet. And of course, we have the medal ceremony afterwards, the closing ceremonies, so stay tuned for that one as well. Hopefully that will get streamed well. As Pauletto's ball, this one might find the corner, but it finds the post instead, and a beautiful curl there from Pauletto. And that's really described their game. Really, if you could turn back, if Philo's shot didn't hit off the bar, went in, that could have changed this whole game, but unfortunately just a couple woodwork chances from Alberta, but just has been the difference. But heads up here for this Calgary Foothills team. Done very well throughout this entire tournament, done very well. But this team from Longueuil, just very quick, fast-paced movement, and they've been the stronger team, unfortunately, this second half. As for Alberta, and just, I'm lost for words really right now, as Quebec's just a phenomenal play the second half. Here comes Fleury. Fleury trying to get it forward. Still battling through. There's a couple players. Camara's in there. Camara brings down the player, trying to find a call there. was Harrison. He's not going to get it. Now trying to push it forward, and Chatouille will try to get his first action. He's rocking the number 70. Where's the 13 on the other one? Confused me the other time in the previous game. Having 2 different numbers. But it finally gets it forward, and it'll be a handball going against Claveau, and it's going to go all the way back for another Alberta free kick. Alberta's starting to put the pace up now. I'd like to see that encouragement from this players. They're not going to give up, and they're going to keep pushing forward. And there's Harrison. He's all the way up. He'll touch it over. Pauletto over to the right side for Johnson. Johnson's touch is a little too far ahead of him, but nobody's back there. And Pomfret has to come all the way over, but this one goes all the way out of bounds, so Pomfret doesn't have to sweat too much. Olsen, great touch from him, and goes against Quebec. And Olsen disagreeing, not really knowing. I actually not even sure what he did there, but the referee says, you know what you did, so apparently we all know what he did there. So it's going to be a free kick for Quebec. Flicked on by Boussaint, finds Lejour. Lejour touches it over. He's nice play from Lejour. He's going to go for a goal. Cassian gets the save on that one, and wow, Lejour. That's what he got from the striker. He touched it, flicked it over the defender, and first time that was just brilliant from the Quebec striker. All right, cheering for Quebec. That's Sarah Ferrante cheering on Quebec from Mike and Sarah in Ajax, Ontario. Thank you very much for that one. I appreciate it as it continues now into the corner. Great pressure as they're going to cut in. Here comes Camara. He's got some great skills. He's in the corner, tries to play it in. Still inside the corner of the box. Doesn't clear. Rose from distance. And 2 players got up for that one. And I think Johnson got the block on that one. Thank you very much, Julian, for that tweet. I really appreciate that. Holding it in the corner is Boussaint, gets knocked outside and goes out. Still kind of goes Chatouille. He puts it back inside the box. There's Diop. He can't back heel, and Jemit's chasing after him. Diop with it. Touches it all the way back. And Claveau puts it in. Bwanga. He flicks it on. There's Lejour. Can Lejour add to his total? And yes, he will. And it's Georges Lejour. I think he's got the golden boot of the tournament now. That's his 8th goal of the tournament, 2nd of this game. And Georges Lejour just put this game to bed as he got a nice touch from Bwanga, touched it forward to him, and he slots it right past Cassian, and no chance for the Alberta keeper. And that's the final nail in the coffin there, unfortunately. And Quebec running out, waiting for the last moments of this game, waiting for the indication from that 4th official here in this one. So Billings got the scoring started. Lejour with a nice chip on the 2nd. Then Diop with that quick, fast-paced goal. And now Lejour with a nice play and finish from him. 4 goals here in the second half. We have the 3 minutes of additional time. 3 minutes of additional time before we wrap up things here at the UPEI field. Nice touch there from Chatouille. And Quebec's going to go for one last attack. Here's Chatouille over on the left sideline. He's going to touch it forward. Too far for Alberici. Just too far for Alberici. He almost got to that one. And Cassian will be able to grab it. There's Camara. He's going to push it forward. Nice move from Camara. He's still got, he'll play it out wide. Diop, he's got a ton of space. Diop inside the box, I guess is blocked. Camara still have it. Check that, so it's Camara who got the assist on the last goal. He hits it to Rose. Man, that was a bullet from Rose. Check that, sorry, Camara got the assist on the last goal. That was my mistake. But a huge rocket there of a shot from Rose. Still working it through on the corner. There's Jemmet. Jemmet gets brought down. Boussaint. Jemmet's not happy. And Jemmet, I won't be surprised if he goes into the book. Olsen and Alberici collide, and Alberici's going to go into the book here too. So Alberici gets a yellow. He knows it for that one, and Jemmet, he's going to get a yellow too. He wasn't too happy. He went for a retaliation there, and he gets into the book too. So Jemmett and Alberici condescending yellows here, both of them getting one. As we're wrapping things up here, probably a last opportunity here for Alberta. It'd be huge for them to get the one goal here. It would be really nice to see us, again, huge crowd here for this gold medal match in the under-18 national championships here. Quebec few minutes away from their gold medal championship. Ball gets cleared away by Alberici, and it goes all the way back. Trying to keep it in is Pauletto, and Pauletto is able to keep it in just for a second. He'll hit it up for Pomfret. Trying to play it in through on the left side. Can't do so. Nice little back heel there, but it goes out for an Alberta throw. There's Camara. Trying to play it through on the right side. Trying to block it down. Still going forward, still going O'Brien. As we're winding down the moments here, as the horns are going, everyone's just on their edge. They can't wait for that final whistle as Johnson goes with it now. As there is that final whistle, and Quebec, CS Longueuil had a tough road getting here. Won their final 6 games, made to nationals, won all the games there. And your gold medal under 18 national club championships, Quebec. And they've won with a 4-0 scoreline. Huge congratulations. Some heads up, though, for this Calgary Foothills squad. They played strong this entire game. They just couldn't hold on to it near the end. And Quebec won that second half, and that was the difference here. And a huge congratulations to them as well. Really, stay tuned, though, for the medal ceremonies. I got to thank everyone here, the UPI crew. I got to thank Shane, who's been with me, having to listen to me and put up with me for this entire event. Thank you very much, Shane. And, and everyone who's worked here, everyone who's worked the entire tournament, thank you very much. All the other commentators, you guys were amazing as well. And this has been, I'd like to thank my family as well. Last shout out to the family. But I want to thank everyone for tuning in here at the Sport Check Under 18 National Championships. Hopefully, as far as I know, they're streaming the closing ceremonies. We'll stream it. We'll stream from here, but it's up to Bell. Hopefully, they don't cut us off randomly, but we'll stay and see. But for Martin Ohms, thank you very much for everyone tuning in once again. Quebec, your champions. Ontario, your women's champions. And until next time, we'll see you guys later. let me know if I'm in the camera view. Am I here? Am I good?
Do you want to be?
No, my family just wants me to say hi. There you go. I said hi.
Yeah, it's all online.
Testing 1 2. Testing 1 2. Hello, testing. Good. Testing 1 2. It's just to let you know that the closing ceremonies will begin around 2 o'clock. Les cérémonies de fermeture vont commencer ou débuter vers les 2 heures.